All right, today we're headed to the coldest, most remote continent on Earth. We're going to investigate a mystery that pulls together old historical secrets and brand new satellite discoveries. This is the Antarctic Secret.
You know, it's a question that has fueled speculation for decades. I mean, think about it. Beyond all that endless ice and those brutal winds, our eyes in the sky, our satellites, are spotting things that just, well, they don't seem to belong. Things that defy any simple explanation. So what in the world is hiding in plain sight at the bottom of the globe?
For a lot of people, it all kicks off with this: a single set of coordinates. Out in the massive, seemingly empty expanse of eastern Antarctica, users on Google Earth pinpointed something that just blew up online. A location that some people are convinced is an entrance to another world.
And here's what they found. People started calling it the doorway. It's this enormous, perfectly rectangular shape just sitting there in the ice. And it looks so artificial, almost like a giant hangar door leading straight into the ice shelf. That kind of perfect geometry just seems totally out of place in the natural world, right?
But here's the thing. This doorway isn't the only strange thing people have found. Not by a long shot. Theorists point to a whole trail of weird discoveries, and they suggest that something really extraordinary has been going on down there for a very, very long time. So, let's follow that trail of evidence.
To really get a handle on these theories, we've got to rewind the clock a bit, back to the years right after World War II. Because conspiracy theorists always point to this one key event, a huge US naval mission to Antarctica called Operation High Jump.
I mean, the sheer scale of this operation was just staggering. The official story was that High Jump was all about testing military equipment in extreme cold. But with nearly 5,000 guys and a full naval fleet, a lot of people felt like that official story just didn't add up. Theorists argue the mission had a much more secret and, frankly, way more dangerous goal.
And this is the heart of that theory. The belief is that remnants of the Nazi regime had escaped to a secret pre-built base in Antarctica known as Base 211. So according to this version of events, Operation High Jump wasn't a training exercise at all, it was a full-on military strike to take out this last hidden stronghold. And it doesn't stop with Operation High Jump. Believers point to a whole list of other strange things. Satellite images have picked up what look like massive pyramids sticking out of the ice. There are reports of weird geothermal heat sources, strange radio signals being picked up over and over, and of course, the confirmed existence of huge lakes under the ice, like Lake Vostok.
Okay, so you've got this doorway, you've got this massive military operation, you've got pyramids. With all this supposed evidence on the table, a number of pretty wild theories have popped up to try and connect the dots. If these things aren't just natural quirks of the landscape, then what could they possibly be?
So these theories usually boil down to one of three main ideas. First, you've got that secret Nazi base we talked about, a last refuge. Second is the idea that Antarctica is home to a hidden alien base. I mean, what better place to hide out and observe humanity? And the third, which is the most out there, is that this doorway is literally an entrance to a lost, ancient civilization, or the mythical Hollow Earth world of Agartha. Okay, but for every extraordinary claim, there's often a much less exciting, but maybe more scientific, explanation. So let's flip the script for a minute. Let's take a look at how mainstream science explains these so-called secrets buried in the ice.
Let's start with that doorway. Geologists have a pretty natural explanation for it. See, you have these huge flat-topped icebergs called tabular icebergs, and they can break off an ice shelf along really straight fracture lines. So what we're probably looking at is just a piece of an iceberg that recently broke off, and its clean, sharp corners just haven't been worn down by the weather yet. So what about those pyramids? Well, scientists say these are things called nunataks. It's a word for a mountain peak that sticks up above a glacier. Over millions of years, the cycle of freezing and thawing, plus constant wind erosion, can actually carve these peaks into incredibly sharp pyramid-like shapes.
So why do our brains see doorways and pyramids instead of just ice and rock? Well, the answer might actually be inside our own heads. It's a concept called pareidolia. It's the exact same reason we see faces in clouds or a man in the moon. Our brains are literally hardwired to find familiar patterns, even when they're not really there. So from a scientific point of view, when you put it all together, the physics of ice, natural geology, and the way our human brains love to find patterns, these Antarctic mysteries start to look a whole lot less mysterious. So, at the end of the day, we're left with two very different stories, aren't we? On one side, you've got this amazing tale of secret bases and hidden truths, all fueled by old military operations and strange satellite photos. And on the other, you've got a rational explanation, grounded in geology and psychology.
Is Antarctica just Earth's last great wilderness, playing tricks on our eyes and our imagination? Or, somewhere in that vast frozen emptiness, is it holding on to a secret that we have yet to uncover? What do you think?